minutes, we'll get started. This is the committee meeting for Economic Development, Downtown Metropolitan Planning. My name is Khaled Bey, Councilor at Large and Chair for this committee. Also on the call, members of committee, Councilor at Large, Tim Rudd, Councilor for the 2nd District, Pat Hogan, and I'm not sure if Councilor Carney is on yet, but he's also a member of this committee. Also on the call is the Director of Zoning, Heather Mendola, our city auditor, our President Hudson, Commissioner Collins, Director DeShaw. So I believe we're only here for a single item, so this should be pretty rapid. Heather, it's your show.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon, councilors. This is a special permit for a restaurant within a convenience store. This is at 1701 East Fayette Street. And the commission waived parking and signage regulations. They needed 4 spaces and they cannot provide any on site. So, and the signage that they waived, it was under the amount of square feet. It's just the type of signage. They wanted a projecting and a wall sign. So the projecting was the type that was not permitted. So they waived that as well.
Yeah, I would wonder where they will put the projector or whatever it is that will be projecting. Because this is the kind of funny shaped building on the little peninsula kind of thing there, right?
Yep. Yeah. And basically the building takes up almost the entire lot.
Yeah.
The exception of a teeny bit on the front of Columbus.
All right, so I mean, obviously you can see how they won't have any parking around that. I don't know if any of my colleagues have any questions. Councilor Rudd, Councilor Hogan. Hogan, you're on mute.
Councilor, I just was the district councilor for that area would be Councilor Driscoll. I don't know if he would have any questions, but he certainly can avail himself of Ms. Lamandella about it if he wanted to.
Madam President, anything? That's her stomping ground, so.
No, I'm actually trying to say Columbus. I'm still trying to see it.
The funny shaped, long, slim building that sits on right across from where Charwash, diagonal from where Charwash used to be. I believe.
Rick.
Okay.
Looks like a boat.
Yeah.
Okay,
right.
that one. Okay, got it. Thank you.
Then I forgot you was the 5th District Councilor 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Madam President.
No, I have nothing.
Okay. I see that Councilor Driscoll just joined. So, Councilor Driscoll, even though you're not a part of this committee, we're going to grant you an opportunity to talk because this is in your district. This is a special permit, 1701 East Fayette, correct, Heather?
Yes.
Which is the funny, long, spear-shaped building on Fayette and Columbus. And they just need a waiver for some parking and I believe for some signage. That's what the special permit is for.
Mm-hmm.
So Fayette and Columbus, which one is this? Is this the market or the by the Chinese shop?
I think across the street it says Platinum Cuts on the sign.
Oh, Platinum Cuts. Yeah.
I don't know if you can see this, but
yeah, the long slim.
I'll pull it up. Yeah. Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
So who's looking for more parking? The barber shop?
no, they're decided to cook inside of the convenience store, so it makes it a restaurant. So they need 4 spaces, and they can't provide any.
Right.
Do they illegally use the lot across? I don't know. Like when you wrap around Columbus on Google, it into that side street, the street behind the building. There's like parking. There's the people parked all over the place.
Those are businesses back there, Tim.
Oh. I'm just saying, it looks like there's like a parking chaos situation to start in the back, but.
Yeah, if they can secure parking by way of either ownership or a lease agreement that no one else is required to have, then they can do that, but they would have to present that as part of their special permit.
So sorry, what's the status? So they're looking for a waiver of the parking spots so that they don't need them in order to do their cooking. Is that the situation?
Yes, so a restaurant requires so many parking spots per customer area. So they need 4 for this proposal, and they have on site.
Okay.
You know,
And
for
the
that kind of
signage-
location. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
The signage waiver is for the type. It's a projecting sign, and but it's not over the amount that they can have. But it's just the type of signage.
Are they trying to do Latin food there? Do you know the name of the spot?
Let me just look at their application real quick. Looks like
I think it was a Spanish place or a Latin place. I mean, not that affects whether they get parked or not. I'm just curious. Doesn't matter what kind of food
I
they
was wondering
cook.
about that, Councilor Driscoll.
They can cook whatever they want. I'm just wondering if I got a new Mexican, a new Spanish joint to try in my neighborhood. That's all I'm wondering.
it
Councilor
just says
Bay,
takeout food, prep food for takeout. That's all they're saying.
Doesn't specify what kind. Okay. You were going to say something, Council Bailiff. Sorry, President. I didn't mean to interrupt.
That was President Huskin.
yes, because I'm seeing that particular area, right? And so you have the Chinese restaurant behind it, the hair place behind it, the barber shop across the street. You're running off of Till Ave. It's already congested. And when you're trying to get up and down that hill with all of the activity, that's gonna kind of create a problem, isn't it?
I wouldn't think so because the building been there all these years and it's never had parking. You know, I would assume that, you know, wherever they parked before, when it was a restaurant before, they would do again. They certainly can't park too close along that building because you know, the whole building is like a big corner. You know, it's so weird. You know, they would have to park a little further back before you reach the building. But, you know, I don't know. I think that's something that has to be determined and maybe hasn't already passed, considering the structure of this building, considering this location, and considering that it's already been there forever. I mean, you know, your only option is to, you know, allow a business to exist there or do away with the building altogether.
And another quickie, Councilor Bay, because if I'm not mistaken, they tore down the house next door to it. So is it a possibility, just me, that they could purchase that property for parking?
Isn't that a part of the? Is that
Brother
a part
said
of
no.
what?
No,
Yeah.
that's a residential zoning district next door, so you can't do that. Well, it can't have a parking lot as the primary use in that district.
Not without it being rezoned. And I thought that was one of the properties that the land bank was planning to do something.
This, no, that's my other one. This is not. I thought it was too, but.
But you said it's only takeout, right, Heather?
That's what they said. Food services to go. So there's no like seating inside.
Yeah, it's not big enough for a lot of seating in there. I don't know if any of you ever been in. I'm sure Kevin's been in there before, and Nader's been in there, but it's not big enough for a lot of seating in
That was late night after the bar crash.
there.
What era is that, President? Was that the Cameo era or before it?
Oh, man, it was, I go back to the 70s, okay?
President, I remember Tobes was right up the street from there.
Yes,
Tobe
sir.
Irwin's, yes, I remember that place.
Hey, old people like us, okay?
I know them all.
I was going to say, I don't remember any of it.
So, councilors, this is Michael Collins. Since I am old enough to remember Earth, Wind, Supper Club across the street, I do end up through that intersection many times a week for the last few or several decades. There's a lot of pedestrian traffic through there, but I don't ever recall a time where we've had serious concerns around the automotive traffic. Although sometimes as you're heading up Teal, but that's always been related to the apartments on Teal. But I just, for whatever it's worth, I just don't recall a real issue with street parking there causing a trouble.
Heather, could I potentially reach out to the individual? I would just like
Sure.
to see what kind of vibe they're going with and what they're working with.
Yes.
Counselor.
No, I wouldn't dream of it. I wouldn't dream of it.
Do you want me to email their contact information to you?
Yes, please. That would be good.
Okay, I'll do
But
that.
yeah, I tend to concur with Counselor Bay and Michael that I think especially if it's a takeout place with no seating that it's most likely I don't think should be too much of a problem.
All right, so with that, to the committee members, I don't have any problem for the agenda. As Councilor Redwood says, you.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, it's good too. Two for me too, Counselor.
All right, and I guess all three of us can act like we speak for Councilor Carney unless he's on here hiding somewhere. All right, so that item is all set. I don't believe we have anything else, correct? All right, so this is an early lunch break before we have to talk to Councilor Rudd at 12 o'clock.
See you at noon.
All right, so appreciate everybody. See you shortly.
Thanks,
Thank you.
everyone.